What's up, Auntie babies? What's up, Auntie babies? What you say? What you say, y'all? It's your Auntie Nene. I'm back. I got the scoop. You're gonna love this one. I know I've been gone for a minute. I'm back. Got my tonic. I'm gonna take a sip. Y'all understand. Auntie is in demand. And I screwed up my notes, so I got my little Chromebook here with me. I'll be reading off of this. Honey, it's just been going, so much has been going on between the coronavirus, the Corolla. I mean, Toyota, what y'all did? Who at Toyota started this mess? Between the Toyota coronavirus, and all these people in the streets acting crazy. Y'all, I don't even know what to do. Your auntie is just tired. She tired, but I'm here. And we're going to chop it up, y'all. So, Sierra Gates from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Y'all, so apparently back in 2017, she assaulted a pregnant woman. And now baby girl's facing time for something she did a couple years ago. Now, I think it's all a little fishy. I mean, it might be something that's going to play into next season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I have a feeling that's what's going on. This is a new storyline for Miss Sierra. She may have, you know, I don't know. We'll see what how it plays out. If they actually try to arrest her, it just seems a little fishy. Like the timing's a little off, and she just don't seem like the type who's. I don't know. She got into it with the boyfriend and ex-husband. I don't remember seeing her actually trying to fight nobody. I don't know. It might be just me, but why folk come, this is happening now. It's, again, I think it's hashtag storyline, hashtag plot. But we shall see. I mean, I hope it works out for the best. I mean, you don't never want to hear somebody's getting arrested or getting in trouble. But you know these people do. On these shows, they get in trouble. But y'all, here's your Black History Month, and it's no longer Black History Month, first week of March, but I had to put this out here. Black History Nugget that will probably live in infamy forever and ever and ever. Y'all, so this man, and I want to say Charlamagne made him donkey today, one of them days back in February, but this man, I didn't even write down where the man was from. It may have been Florida, as much as he talked about Florida. Who knows? But anyway, some man decided to take a white woman, hold her hostage, and make her watch all 9 episodes of the Root series to teach her about racism and Black History Month. Now, if she didn't have any ill will towards blacks before, I'd have to say she does now. Why would you think it's appropriate to kidnap anybody and make her watch Roots? Oh, baby, I have y'all, I don't even have the words. I had to watch Roots because I'm black. I think every black person should watch Roots. My mother made me watch it. I made my daughter watch some of it. I think I made her watch Queen more than Roots. But same difference. So did you get a sense of, you know, what our people went through, where you came from, all that good stuff, why we think and act the way we do sometimes? Oh, the coonery. I mean, it's just, that's some coon stuff. This is some coonery. We gotta make better decisions, make better choices, people, better choices. All right, y'all. So apparently, Usher has a new confession. Yes, honey, he has a new confession, a new song. And so on a part of the song, and Twitter had me in tears talking about this man in this song. There's a line in the song that says, "You said, babe, let me take you to the ER. I said, nah, I'm going to be all right. Well, the next day I found out from fucking around the sickness I had was life." So people assumed they were talking about the herpes bug. because, you know, it's been rumored and alleged that he has the herpes bug. I heard that lady, the young lady, the heavyset lady who came out against him, I think they caught her in a lie. That somebody paid her to do that. Is that true? I don't know, y'all, but I remember seeing that somewhere that may not have been true. That may have been fake news. That may have been a hoax. But yeah, so after the song came out, and people lost their minds. JD, a longtime friend of Usher, creator of the So Def, and he found Escape and all of these other different groups, Bow Wow, so forth and so on. He came out and said that the song was actually about abortion and not herpes. Oh, well. And he says that it's actually spoken from a female's perspective. So that's, I don't know. I'm really tired of talking about this. I'm tired of talking about that. Okay, on to the next. Can you make some songs with some, I don't know. I'm not a big Usher fan. I like a couple of his records. So I kind of want to hear some new music. He always puts out 1 or 2 really good records off of an album, but I don't sit and listen to those. Anyway, moving on. So y'all, in some sad news, Tyler Perry's nephew, Gavin Porter, was found dead from suicide. Seems as though he may have hung himself while he was locked up in jail. Now, the family is suspicious. His mom and dad are questioning whether he actually killed himself. And again, this is just sad news. You don't ever want to hear that somebody died under such circumstances. But so supposedly he had gotten into a fight with another inmate and was placed in solitary. And they found him dead the next day. Another little fishy thing. I mean, it's a lot though. I think they said the young man was actually locked up originally for shooting his father to death in front of his mother. So it's a lot of drama. So the family is demanding a second autopsy because they don't think that that's actually what happened. They think that whatever fight happened early in the day may have led to his death. So we'll see. If I hear anything else about it, y'all, I'll let you in on the details. So Snoop Dogg made an appearance on Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett and her family members. So, yeah, I was kind of disappointed with the interview. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, to me, it's hashtag damage control. I mean, you going on there to talk about what you did. There's really no justification for what you said. I mean, we understand why you said it. We understand the anger and the angst and, you know, the fact that you were upset about, you know, this person trying to disparage your hero. I mean, I get it. But you said what you said, so you deserve whatever consequences come with it. But he said that in the interview, he said that he DM'd Gail, and that he indicated to her that he wanted to sit down and have a talk. And then Jada made a comment during the interview where she said something about, when you said that about her, I felt as if you were saying it about me. I don't know if that's, I didn't feel like he was saying it to all black women. I mean, and there's controversy about hip-hop artists using the B word and talking about women in disparaging ways. That's been a discussion that's been going on for eons. Do I think some of these guys really should stop? Absolutely. I have a daughter, and I wouldn't want anyone speaking to her in that way. But I am an adult, and I know that it happens. And I'm not naive enough to think that it's going to stop overnight. I mean, something, and this is not just hip-hop, it's rock, it's not just black, it's white, it's Asian, it's whatever. Men make disparaging comments about women. Not all, some. But, you know, he said that, you know, he talked to his mom and she kind of checked him. He got calls from Tyler Perry, Puffy, other celebrities, Van Jones. And so he kind of rethunk his position and apologized. That's where the apology, he went ahead and made the apology to Gail. that, you know, he doesn't have to be, you can have an opinion, but you can also be respectful. I get that. I like that. I understand that. But, you know, again, the misogyny, it doesn't begin and end in hip-hop. I mean, it's all over the place. But moving right along. I wasn't too enthralled. I wasn't too, I don't know, damage control. Anyway, moving right along. So, I don't know how many of you guys tuned into the Super Bowl halftime show this past January or February, beginning of February. I loved it. I enjoyed it. But it seems there's still some coonery going on around this country. And I call it coonery. It's coonery. Y'all some coons. Stop it. Coon asses. That's what I heard this man in Louisiana say. Y'all some coon asses. Stop the foolery. So apparently, there have been over 1,300 complaints to the FCC regarding the Super Bowl halftime show. People are still complaining that it was too sexual and that their kids were watching the show and that it was like going to a strip club and it was so offensive. They're comparing the performances to porn, soft porn, and it's like, really? Really, it was not that serious. I remember a couple years ago, Gaga was in a unitard doing some of the same stuff. We heard nothing. Didn't Katy Perry? I mean, Katy was on a big old lion running across the field, but that's a different story. But anyway, you don't hear all of these complaints about anyone unless they're people of color. Beyonce went through it. Oh, it was too pro-black. And was she trying to act like the Black Panthers? Blah, 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 blah. Stop it. Hashtag stop it. The first one of the day. First one. It's crazy. Y'all, this country is getting browner by the moment. I mean, we've been, you know, and not just African Americans, but Latino Americans. You got all kinds of, we're supposed to be the melting pot. Melt, blend, come together. Can we come together? Can't we all just get along? Stop with the complaints. That was an awesome show. I didn't hear any of you guys talking about the kids in the cages. About that political statement. I heard you say nothing. I heard crickets. Is that a cricket? I heard crickets. Work my nerves. Anyway, y'all, in hashtag disturbing news of the day, did y'all hear about the little 6-year-old girl who was arrested at her school in kindergarten? So apparently Little Miss Thing was acting out in class. I can't remember if they said she hit her teacher or she was just acting bad, whatever. They took her to the office. She had a temper tantrum. So someone had the bright idea to call the police. And the police officer came, put the little girl in handcuffs and walked her and put her in the police cruiser. Put her under arrest. Now, I just touched on this. Now, I know a lot of y'all have issues with people of color. But a 6-year-old, what piece of crap officer, and I got family members who are officers, who would never think to traumatize a child in that way. A 6-year-old, she's going to think about that the rest of her life. Every time she sees a police officer, she's going to be afraid. It's ridiculous, and she should not be. We should not have to walk around worrying that our kids are going to get locked up, and kids shouldn't have to worry their whole lives that a police officer is going to arrest them because they act out a little. And again, this is a child. This is not an adult. This is different than adulthood. Well, hell, now the child may act out when she gets older. Just for spite. If she holds on to this, and I'm praying to get this little baby some therapy, some counseling, so that she can talk through and not hold on to this fear. Because it can manifest down the line in some pretty harsh ways. So, y'all, That was just stupid. You need to lose your job. Whoever was involved in that. School officials, stop it. A 6-year-old, stop it. Anyway, y'all, I touched on that coronavirus earlier. But now, question, should the Olympics be postponed? Maybe for another year? Work these things out, especially since they're planning on holding it in China? I think so. I mean, I wouldn't want to be an athlete and put myself in jeopardy behind no track or swimming or no. Miss me. We're seeing more and more cases of this virus every day, and there's people being taken out by it. I mean, granted, most athletes have better immune systems than many of us, but that's no guarantee. You don't know. I think they should go ahead and postpone that for at least a year. I've been thinking about getting into the business of, like, maybe I need to design a mask, like a reusable mask that you can take off, throw in the washer and dryer, and then use it again, or put it in the dishwasher or something. I think I'd make a killing. I think I'm going to have to go work on that. That's an idea. So, Auntie babies, y'all, I think that's about it. I've been talking my head off for a minute now. But y'all, I'm going to go have a seat on my recliner with my tonic. Y'all know the routine. You know what I do. You know how I do. Before I leave, though, I need you to click subscribe, click like, share the video with your family and friends. Let them know your auntie is here for you. Y'all. And I'll see you on the flip side. Auntie loves you, but I'm not your mama. Peace, y'all.